Hello and welcome, my name is BetaRho and this is Introducing the Gods. Today we look at Anhur, the Egyptian slayer of enemies. Anhur is a member of the royal Egyptian family, brother of Bastet and son of Ra. Anhur gained the title Slayer of Enemies after becoming the Egyptian god of war, once his father ascended and became the pharaoh. It is noteworthy to remember that, with all the violent connotations war has in general, Anhur is not simply a symbol of that. In Egyptian lore, Anhur is as much a symbol of righteousness and justice as he is of fighting and bloodshed. He is also known for his cleverness and cunning, a true tactician in battle. Anhur has been tagged as a ranged fighter, meaning much of your strength will be coming from your basic attack at range. Because of this, the stats to look at here are physical power and attack speed, two elements that will be addressed in item buys. Compared to other ranged fighters, Anhur has a large starting health pool and solid regen gain throughout the game. But don't let that fool you. Anhur is not a god with much starting sustainability. Anhur's passive ability is Cripple, and you may be able to tell by its title, it is an enemy debuff. Any enemy that Anhur hits with his basic attack has their physical power reduced by 20% for 3 seconds. His first ability is Shifting Sands, a placeable crowd control device. The ground in the ability's radius turns to sand, slowing enemies by a base of 20%, increasing by 5% each level. In addition, any enemy in the sands take additional damage from Anhur's basic attack, from a base of an added 4% damage, adding 4% each level. The ability also includes an obelisk in the middle of the sand, something that can be extremely important for Anhur's second ability. It has a 14-second cooldown, and I unlock it and level it 3rd. Anhur's second ability is Impale, a ranged attack that has a few different aspects. The biggest aspect is pure damage. It does a base of 90, increasing by 65 each level, and adds 80% of your physical power. The attack also passes through all minions while damaging them, making it a fantastic wave clear ability. Finally, any enemy that is hit is knocked back, and if they are knocked into a wall, they are stunned for 2 seconds. It has a 12-second cooldown, and I unlock it and level it first. His third ability is Disperse, which is his leap. In addition to providing a solid escape option, it also damages, and knocks all enemies within the radius back. It does a base of 50 damage, increasing by 40 each level, and adds 50% of your magical power. Beware of that knockback though. If you leap to chase a god, you can end up aiding his escape. It has a flat 13-second cooldown, and I unlock it and level it 3rd. Anhur's ultimate ability is Desert Fury. In it, Anhur fires 8 of his spears extremely quickly, doing a great amount of damage. They are not individually as strong as his second ability, but they are certainly stronger than his basic attack alone. They do a base of 75 damage, increasing by 20 each level, and add 15% of your physical power. During the ability, Anhur can continue moving, and is immune to knockback. It has a flat 90-second cooldown, and I unlevel it every time it becomes available. Unlike other gods that I've done a guide for, Anhur is not a multifaceted god. There is no debate about what his role in a team is. He is there to deal damage as quickly as possible. To do that, you want to build high DPS. My build here can be seen as somewhat risky, but it is definitely rewarding. It starts with a Heartseeker, the ultimate all-or-nothing physical item. Level it out as soon as possible to start reaping the rewards of the stacks. The next 2 items are interchangeable, either the Executioner or Warrior's Tabi. If you feel like you need movement sooner, feel free to grab Tabi first. But the Executioner early game is just incredibly strong. Next is Ankh of the Golem, a slightly defensive item that also adds attack speed and physical power via its passive. Plus, lifesteal on an attack damage god is incredibly helpful for your sustain. Then I grab a Deathbringer, to add massive amounts of damage on your basic attack via crits. My final item is Titan's Bane, for a bit more power, but the physical penetration on the item is incredible late game. If this build is too all or nothing for you, some other items I'll substitute in are Voidblade for physical protection, Devourer's Gloves for additional lifesteal, or Magi's Blessing if you are really having problems with magical enemies. As you can see, Anhur is nothing but an offensive force, but do not let that allow you to think that he's a good candidate to win a 1v5. He can be dropped fairly quickly without support, but he can drop opponents equally as fast. With a little of Anhur's cunning, you can be the source of justice on the battlefield. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe for new guides every Monday. Next week we will finally look at Arachne, a much requested goddess. If you wish to see past episodes of Introducing the Gods, click through to the Pantheons now. Thanks for watching.